that is e-learning with Anu. Today I will discuss most important current affair quiz of March 2021. This is part 1. I will also discuss other part in the next video. In this video I will provide 10 most important current affair in the form of quiz. First I will discuss the question with option, and after that I will also discuss answers with complete explanation. So watch this video till end. Do check my description box where I am providing my other platform name and link. So join that platform so that you can also see and watch the other important information or content related to this world or this nation. So if you like this video, like, share and subscribe this platform so that you don't miss any update. So let's start the video. So today first question is, and this video is very important for the UPSC student and SSC and other government exam students. So please watch this video till end and comment your score in the comment box, that out of 10 which questions you face the most difficult and what's your score. Okay, so let's start. First question is, consider the following statement. In this question I am providing two statements and you have to identify the correct statement, whether it is first, second, both or neither. Okay, so first statement is, Chilika Lake was designated the first Indian wetland of international importance under the Ramsar Convention. Second is, Chilika Lake is the largest saltwater lagoon of Asia. So you have to identify the correct statement. So options are A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, या फिर D neither 1 nor 2. Pause this video and solve the question, and after that see the answers. Okay, so let's move on to the answer. Answer is C, that is both the statement is correct for this question. Explanation देख लेते हैं. Every year in winter, migratory birds arrives at the water bodies around Chilika Lake, Asia's largest saltwater lagoon, and the Bhitarkanika, the second largest mangrove forest in India. So every year the migratory birds arrive on the Chilika Lake, and it is the Asia largest saltwater lagoon, and Bhitarkanika is the second largest mangrove forest. This mangrove forest found in India, in which part of the state? That is Sundarban, which is situated in West Bengal. In 1981, Chilika Lake was designated the first Indian wetland of international importance under the Ramsar Convention. So, the Ramsar Convention, I already discussed my previous video, so you can watch the video by my playlist. And in this 1981, Chilika Lake is designated, means Chilika Lake को first Indian wetland of international importance मिल चुकी थी under Ramsar Convention के through. Okay, move on to next question. Consider the following statement. Again, I am providing two statements. You have to identify the correct statement. First statement is, dissolved oxygen, DO, is a measure of the amount of free oxygen available in river system. Second, the higher value of biochemical oxygen demand, that is BOD, indicates low DO content of water. सो डिज़ोल्व ऑक्सीजन जो है ये बायोकेमिकल ऑक्सीजन डिमांड से रिलेटेड भी मैं आप लोगों को अपने काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस में वीडियोस में प्रोवाइड कर चुकी हूँ करंट अफेयर्स की क्विज में भी. सो आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है वेदर द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट, सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट, बोथ द स्टेटमेंट आर करेक्ट, और नाइदर द स्टेटमेंट 1 और 2 आर द करेक्ट. ओके, सो मूव ऑन टू द आंसर. Answer is C, यानी कि both the statements are correct. Dissolved oxygen is the measure of the amount of free oxygen available in the river system. So dissolved oxygen जो एक measurement होती है amount of free oxygen की, जो कि available होते हैं river system में. And the second one is the higher value of biochemical oxygen demand, जो करता है indicate करता है कि उसमें low dissolved oxygen content करता है water में. Okay, so ये explanation है, आप देख सकते हैं. Since BOD is limited to biodegradable material, so it is not a reliable method for measuring water pollution. So BOD जो है वो सिर्फ biodegradable materials के लिए ही available है. So इस method को ज़्यादा use नहीं कर सकते अगर हमें water pollution को measure करना है. Okay, move on to next question. Third question, इसमें भी the statement आपको correct बतानी है. ऑप्शन 4 हैं इसमें. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज, द UNFCCC was adopted in 1992 at the Rio Earth Summit. Second is, the UNFCCC established a framework for action to stabilize concentration of greenhouse gases in the Earth atmosphere. Third, the framework sets non-binding limits on greenhouse gas emission for individual countries. Fourth, nearly all member states to the national nation has ratified the convention. This question is really important, and this question is very important of this video. So this kind of question are coming in the UPSC exam So please aware of this kind of questions. So move on to the options. First is 1 2 3 4 यानी कि all the options are correct. B 2 3 4, C 1 2 4 या फिर D 1 2 3. So solve this question and then watch the answer. So answer is A यानी कि 1 2 3 4 all the statements are correct for this question. The UNFCCC was adopted in 1992 at the Rio Earth Summit and marked as the beginning of the international community first concerned effort to the confront of the problems of climate change. So UNFCCC adopted in 1992 under Rio Earth Summit and it is the beginning of first concerned effort confront problem of climate change. So climate change से related है, also known as Rio Convention. It is also known as Rio Convention. The UNFCCC established a framework for action to stabilize concentration of greenhouse gases in the Earth atmosphere. As we all know, greenhouse gases amount is increasing year by year, so it is very important to decrease the greenhouse gases so that we can save our environment from the harmful gases. The UNFCCC entered into the forces in 1994 and nearly all over the world nations, a total of 197 as of 2020 have ratified. So UNFCCC जो है entered किया था 1994 में and 197 जो है countries हैं इसके अंडर जो ratified की गई है. Okay, so this question is very important. Move on to next question, fourth question. Which of the following statement best describe fiscal consolidation? This question is really important and this type of question is also coming on different government exams. So देख लेते हैं options. First is schedule bank action plan to recover the loans from non-performing assets. Second is government agenda to reform loan disbursal mechanism of schedule bank. Third is policies undertaken by the government to reduce their deficit and accumulation of debt stock. Fourth one is strategy of the government to disinvest public sector enterprise to meet deficient. So answer will be C यानी कि fiscal consolidation refers to the policies undertaken by the government. So fiscal consolidation is एक टाइप की पॉलिसी है जो कि गवर्नमेंट के अंडर होती है, नेशनल एंड सब नेशनल लेवल के बेसिस पे होती है टू रिड्यूस द डेफिशिट. लॉसेज मीन्स लॉसेज हो गया, डेफिशिट एक्सपेंस हो गया एंड एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ डेट स्टॉक. एंड द फिजिकल कंसोलिडेशन इज द प्रोसेस वेयर गवर्नमेंट फिजिकल हेल्थ इज गेटिंग इम्प्रूव्ड एंड इट इज इंडिकेटेड बाय रिड्यूस फिजिकल डेफिशिट. सो फिजिकल कंसोलिडेशन इज अ टाइप ऑफ प्रोसेस ऑफ गवर्नमेंट वेयर फिजिकल हेल्थ इज गेटिंग इम्प्रूव्ड. फिजिकल हेल्थ इज गेटिंग मीन्स इम्प्रूव हो रही है, सही हो रही है एंड इंडिकेटेड बाय रिड्यूस फिजिकल डेफिशिट, और फिजिकल डेफिशिट को रिड्यूस किया जा रहा है. ओके, move on to fifth question. Consider the following initiatives. First is Margadarshan and Margadash initiative. Second is Uttardhar Avishkar Yojana. Third is Mandopan initiative and the fourth one is Saral initiative. So this question is very important. And in this video I'm also try to deliver the most important current affair of every month, so stay tuned to this platform. So which of the initiative mentioned above are taken to improve technical education in India? So technical education से related कौन से initiative जो हैं जो 4 provide किए गए हैं वो correct है. Options are 1 and 2, B 3 and 4, C 1 2 4 या फिर D 1 2 3 4. Move on to next question. Answer A यानी कि 1 and 2 is correct for the technical education in India and the third and fourth are not correct. Okay, so the Mandopan initiative has been improved by the social support to students, family members and teachers to their mental health and well-being during the times of COVID-19. As we all know, COVID-19 in this era we had faced so many problems and we are फेसिंग द प्रॉब्लम्स इन आवर प्रेजेंट लाइफ ऑल्सो. सो मंडोपन इनिशिएटिव एक ऐसा टाइप का इनिशिएटिव है जिसमें एम किया जा रहा है कि मीन्स अभी कोविड-19 की वजह से जो हेल्थ रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो गई है ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन एंड अदर सर्कमस्टांसिस लाइक पीपल डोंट हैव देयर जॉब, students are not able to go to the school and the colleges and different institutions. So मेंटल हेल्थ पे काफ़ी ज़्यादा इफेक्ट पड़ा है. सो उस चीज़ को ठीक करने के लिए, सपोर्ट करने के लिए, साइकोलॉजिकल सपोर्ट देने के लिए ये इनिशिएटिव लिया गया है. ओके, सो स्टेट और ये जो है टेक्निकल एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड नहीं है क्योंकि जो हमारा थर्ड और फोर्थ ऑप्शन है वो टेक्निकल एजुकेशन से नहीं, तो इसलिए मैंने ये बताया कि जो मंडोपन है वो इनिशिएटिव किस चीज़ के लिए है. ओके, सो हमें पूछा था टेक्निकल के लिए. सो जो हमारा फर्स्ट और सेकंड है वो टेक्निकल के लिए, लेकिन मैं आप लोगों को इसका आंसर बता रही हूँ कि मंडोपन और सराल इनिशिएटिव है क्या. वो क्यों टेक्निकल एजुकेशन में नहीं है. सो ये जो है टेक्निकल एजुकेशन में नहीं है. ठीक है. सेकेंड है हमारा फोर्थ ऑप्शन जो था वो हमारा था स्टेट रूफटॉप सोलर अट्रैक्टिवनेस इंडेक्स, दैट इज सारल, जो कि एक फर्स्ट काइंड ऑफ इंडेक्स टू प्रोवाइड कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव ओवरव्यू ऑफ स्टेट लेवल मेजर्स अडॉप्टेड टू फैसिलिटेट रूफटॉप सोलर डिप्लॉयमेंट. सो सोलर डिप्लॉयमेंट से रिलेटेड है, जो कि टेक्निकल एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड नहीं है. ओके. Move on to next question. Sixth question. Bond yield is the return of an investigator gets on that bond or on a particular government security. Which of the following factors affect the bond yield in India? So I am providing the four factors. So you have to tell the factors which affect the bond yield in India. So first is monetary policy of Reserve Bank of India. Second is the fiscal position of the government. Third is global markets, and the fourth one is inflation in the economy. Let's see the options. 1 is 1 2 3, B is 2 1 3 4, C is 2 3 4, या फिर D 1 2 3 4, यानी कि all the statements are correct. So move on to answer. So answer is D, यानी कि 1 2 3 4 all the statement are correct. Bond is the return as investigator gets on that bond or on a particular government security. So bond yield एक टाइप का रिटर्न है जो कि इन्वेस्टर को मिलता है जबकि वो जो किसी भी बॉन्ड या फिर पर्टिकुलर गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी के अंडर आता है. द मेजर फैक्टर्स इफेक्टिंग द यील्ड इज द मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी ऑफ रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. सो जो मेजर फैक्टर इफेक्ट करता है वो है मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी किसकी, रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, स्पेशली द कोर्स ऑफ इंटरेस्ट रेट एंड द फिजिकल पोजिशन ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट एंड इट्स बोरिंग प्रोग्राम, ग्लोबल मार्केट इकोनॉमी एंड इन्फ्लेशन. दीज आर द फैक्टर्स विच इफेक्ट द बॉन्ड यील्ड. Okay, move on to next question. Seventh question, consider the following statement. In this question I am providing three statements and you have to tell the correct statement for this question. First is Switzerland is a landlocked country with Germany, France and Italy as its immediate neighbors. Second is the Switzerland is acknowledged as a neutral statement in the Treaty of Versailles. Third is Switzerland is not a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that is NATO. Options देख लेते हैं. A 1 and 2, B 2 and 3, C 1 and 3, या फिर D 1 2 3. Okay, so move on to answer. Answer is C, means 1 and 3 statement are correct and the second statement is not correct. So देख लेते हैं explanation. The country is bordered with the France, Italy, Germany, Leinster and the Australia. Switzerland is renowned for its neutrality and in 1783 Switzerland was acknowledged as a neutral state in the Treaty of Paris. Since World War II, Switzerland has taken a more active role in the international affairs by aiding humanitarian initiative, but it remains fiercely neutral with regard to military affairs. It is never joined the North Atlantic Treaty, that is NATO, or the European Union, and only joined the United Nations in 2002. So Switzerland has never joined the NATO and the European Union, but it also joined the United Nations in 2002. Okay, move on to 8th question. Please watch this video till the end. I am providing the most important current affair of March. Okay, Palestinian movement is often seen in news, so it is related to this type of question is now upcoming because these are the some words and the movements which are in news and which is very very important in terms of any type of question. So देख लेते हैं कि फिलिक्सटेरियन मूवमेंट जो था एक न्यूज़ में था वो किस चीज़ से रिलेटेड है. ऑप्शंस आर प्रोवाइडिंग प्रोटीन रिच फूड टू चिल्ड्रन एंड एडल्ट्स. B is moving to flexible interest rate for loans rather than the fixed interest rate. C, reducing the animal based food and increasing the plant based food. And the D is none of the above. Okay, so move on to answer. Answer is C, यानी कि reducing the animal based food and increasing the plant based food is related to flexitarian movement. Okay, the flexitarian diet is a style of eating that encourages most plant-based food while allowing meat and other animal products in moderation. It is more flexible than fully vegetarian or vegan diets. Okay, move on to 9th question. Consider the following statement regarding to Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, that is IPCC. So you have to tell the correct statement for the IPCC. First is IPCC is a joint initiative of World Meteorological Organization and the United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP and WMO. Second option is IPCC was established to provide the public scientific information on climate change. So you have to tell the correct statement. First only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, या फिर D neither 1 nor 2. So option will be B, यानी कि first statement is not correct, second statement is correct. Okay, created in 1988 by the World Meteorological Organization, this is correct, but and the United Nations Environment Program, this is correct, UNEP, where in the question it is provided that UNDP, not UNEP. So it is very important to read each and every word. So move on to next. IPCC reports are also a key input of international climate change negotiation. Okay, move on to next question. Last question of this video. Consider the following statement. I am providing the two statement and you have to tell the correct statement for this question. First is that technical recession is when a country faces a continuous decline for 4 consecutive quarters in the gross domestic product, that is GDP, and the second one is the growth rate in terms of gross value added. GVA is GDP minus net product taxes. So this question I take from the economic sector. So solve this question and then jump to the answer. So options are 1 only, 2 only, C both, and 1 and 2 या फिर D neither 1 nor 2. So let's see. B option is correct for this question, यानी कि first option is not correct, second option is correct. A technical recession is when a country faces continuous decline for 2 consecutive quarters in the GDP, and in the question it is provided 4 consecutive. So that's why the first statement is not correct. Okay, so it is for the 2 consecutive quarters, not for the 4 consecutive quarters. The growth rate in terms of growth value added, that is GVA, which is the gross domestic product minus net product taxes and reflects growth in supply, is seen contracting 6.5 in 2022, 2020. These are not so important. This is important that it is for decline for 2 consecutive or the 4 consecutive, so it is for the 2 consecutive quarters in the GDP. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching my lovely video. बहुत मेहनत से बनी है. So please, अगर if you like this video, share this video and subscribe this channel so that I can deliver so many different things to that platform. And keep learning, have a safe life and keep watching this.